Hi there. Thanks for taking the time to check out Posicovidity Stories, featuring individuals and organizations bringing solutions to the broader community during COVID-19 and beyond. At Posicovidity, we've scoured the internet for coronavirus resources, so you don't have to.
Hi, everyone. I am so excited to have with us Feed Your Hospital. This is an incredible effort put together by Tina, Lena, and Ben. Welcome, Tina, Lena, and Ben.
Hi.
Right.
Happy to be here.
So why don't you guys start off by telling us a little bit about Feed Your Hospital?
So Feed Your Hospital is an initiative where we're delivering meals to the frontline COVID-19 workers by also supporting local Asian restaurants in America's most impacted communities. It's a three-sided marketplace. We have donors, we have restaurant workers, and hospital workers, and we're hoping to just direct resources to the places that most need them.
You know, as all of these events related to the global pandemic are unfolding in New York as the center for the US, I think our team was just feeling a lot of grief and feeling a lot of anxiety, even just from being there, right? More and more issues with food insecure, with the way elderly were sort of situated in New York. I really just wanted to do something at home that would be safe and would allow us to have some sort of impact.
Especially in New York, we've seen restaurants lose over $2 billion in revenue. We've seen them lay off over 250,000 workers. This has been something that for every neighborhood in New York City, you see it. And so one of the questions that Lena asked was, who do you want to survive out of COVID? And we said, well, everyone, but particularly we don't want to lose our Asian restaurants. Those are our homes. Those are the places we grew up. Those are the places you go on Sunday for dim sum. Like, these are the places that we want to make sure that we're protecting as community members.
And so on March 21st, with the help of Ben and Tina, I launched our first video, our fundraising video, to basically start fundraising. And it's just blown up a lot since then.
Yeah, actually, when Lena started, she wanted to do a Venmo fundraiser, and we were like, that is great, but we don't want to, we want to make sure that this can grow beyond just ourselves. And so one of the things that we actually found was that in our first donation round, 60% of our donors were outside of people we knew. And so we knew that this was something that resonated with a lot of people, that people were feeling like they wanted to help in some kind of way. And the mission, I think, is great because it's two-sided. We're helping both hospital workers and we're helping Asian restaurants across New York and hopefully by the end of next week across the country.
Yeah. One of the main questions that we received when we were first starting this fundraiser is, why food and not mask or PPE or anything else, right? And we found that we want to take care of them as humans and to show them that, that we see them and to boost their morale as they're going to be fighting this. And so that's definitely something we wanted to make sure we do as fellow members of the community.
It's incredible that you guys have already established incredible partnerships. The Presbyterian Hospital, the NYC Health Hospitals, Mount Sinai. How did these partnerships come to be, and what other challenges are ahead?
Yeah, so we've partnered with Ascend, which is the largest Pan-Asian leadership organization across the United States. They have 60,000 members in professional and student circles. And so specifically, we chose Ascend as our partner because our mission is tied to Asian restaurants. And I think there is truly, to me, there's nothing more Asian than feeding somebody. In many ways in our cultures, the way that we take care of each other is by feeding them. So we're actually partnering with the Ascend Foundation, which is their nonprofit arm, to build out Feed Your Hospital in up to 16 metropolitan areas across the United States. As a native New Yorker, it means a lot to work with our local hospitals. I actually just did a delivery last week to the hospital that I was born at. Wow. And so to me, I was really amused by doing a delivery to the place that I was delivered. So there is a really strong sense of giving back.
I think COVID-19 has brought, this sort of global, like everyone kind of shares the pain, but like the solutions can be local, right? And I think that's the model that we're hoping to prove out here.
Speaking of local, any stories of firsthand experience with the restaurants that you're working with?
So we are actually partnering with a restaurant that's actually owned by one of our longtime friends. So we attended Babson, and one of our fellow alumni opened this amazing dipping noodle restaurant called Tabe Tomo in New York. And they actually joined our fundraiser as a partner, and what that means is we help them to publish their own fundraiser. All the money fundraised by their restaurant is used directly on their food to deliver to hospitals. And last weekend, they told us that because of our partnership, because of the steady inflow of essentially catering orders for hospitals, they were able to rehire 6 employees at their pre-COVID-19 compensation.
One of the things that has been really powerful also in working with Tabe Tomo is just working with their chef. Their chef is so passionate about this project, and for him it's something deeply personal. You know, how do you feed people? How do you feed people that work on the front lines? What do they need to eat? We know what kind of taste do you want to put in there? What kind of portions do they need to be able to work a 12-hour shift where they have a 10% chance of contracting COVID? You know, this is something that I think as people, how do we take care of each other, and getting even down to the grain of what does it mean to take care of each other has been something that's been really, really nice to spend a lot of time thinking about.
To illustrate that further, Tabe Tomo's chef actually came up with new menu items to serve hospital workers, including a really popular vegetable donburi. And so this vegetarian dish didn't exist before. And although there are many meat eaters or non-vegan folks at these respective hospitals, they've actually requested a higher percentage of these vegetarian bowls because they're so delicious.
Ben, I think what you said about a lot of people itching to help, and how can people help feed your hospital?
Well, the first and foremost thing is you can either share or donate, right? I think those are probably the easiest things that ethnic restaurant in your neighborhood, and they're feeling what restaurants here are feeling too in New York. So to either share this initiative or donate. I think the next level up thing is we are thinking about how we can spread to other cities, because again, these issues happen in all the communities in America. So if it's something where you're like, wow, I know someone at a restaurant, or I have leads into hospitals, definitely get in touch with us, because we kind of have a model that we think has worked, and we have templates and we have training guides. And this is something where if you're feeling passionate about this cause and you want to give back, we would love to help spin this up in your communities as well.
Yeah, you can email us at feedyourhospital@gmail.com.
Where do you hope this will go from here, you guys?
Yeah, I think there definitely is a lot of skills that we're learning in this. There's fundraising skills, there's communication skills, there's navigating large organizations like hospitals or even corporations. And I think that's all something that as Asian Americans is sometimes can be foreign unless you have that direct experience. And so it's kind of like teaching a language, you know, teaching people the language of being able to fundraise, teaching people the language to be able to navigate, to make us better, like really honestly better citizens. Like, how do you get involved when crisis hits your community? This is a perfect case study. You know, people that are getting involved now will know how to do this for the rest of their lives.
Yeah, we've actually been working on that very meaningfully, because we've developed education materials with the help of Ben and his expertise to basically help people learn, you know, how to fundraise, how to be stewards of their community in some way, and how to identify problems by talking directly to stakeholders.
Thank you for all the hard work you're putting into this, all the people you're impacting, and for spending time with us here today. Really, really, really appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks, Kitty, for having us.
Thank you.
Thanks so much, Kitty.